Thank you for joining me for another Vinyasa yoga virtually. If you don't know already, my name is Christy and I'll be walking you through a yoga sequence today. Take this time in this hour for yourself to release any negative blocks here that could be holding you back. We are going to be honoring the winter solstice again in our practice. I'll let you go ahead and set your intention for today. We're going to start our practice actually reclined back on our backs here. So let's go ahead, set up our position. We're going to be lying flat on our backs. Take a moment, reaching those hands up and overhead, and just stretch with the fingers, reaching forward. And exhale, drawing those hands at our sides, sweeping them down to the sides of the thighs. And just take a moment, relaxing the feet, relaxing the hands at your side, and just breathe. We're going to be coming into a Durga or a three-part breath today. We're going to inhale, filling that belly with air, feeling the rib cage expand, and then the chest lift. On the exhale, lowering the chest, bringing the ribs in, and then softening the belly, drawing it up. Very nice. Again, inhale belly, bringing the ribs out, chest lifts. Exhale, release chest, squeezing the ribs in, bring that belly up and in. And your breath here, you might notice it slowly start to have a rhythm here or slow down. Now, if this breath causes you to not relax and gives you anxiety more than the relaxation of it, then I want you to focus on either the one or the two-part breath of Durga breath. So the one-part breath here would be inhaling the belly and then softening on that exhale, bringing that belly in. And then that's all you're focusing on, the rise and fall of the belly. That's your one-part breath. Now, the two-part breath. Inhale, that belly expands. Exhale, drawing that belly in. And then when you're ready, inhale the belly, drawing the rib cage out. Exhale, draw the rib cage in, drawing that belly in. So again, inhale, belly fills, ribs expand. Exhale, ribs soften, belly softens. So that would be your two-part breath. We're going to relax and rest here for a few minutes, focusing on that breath work for today. Maybe you bring one hand here to the belly, one hand to the chest, to really feel the energy of that breath through our Durga breath. And again, we are focusing on that winter solstice, setting that intention. Our practice will be counterbalancing that winter solstice. So we know our yin and yang here, the balance of opposites. So when it's cold out, when we are, having less light, it's more gray, it gets dark earlier out. It's sometimes nice to counterbalance that with more of the moving flow. When you have a Vinyasa style flow, you're moving quicker to begin with, but we're going to have a few more heated vinyasas here today. We might do a few more of the strengthening, really working on building that internal fire up, keeping that body heated today to help balance out that lunarness of that winter solstice. When you're ready, I want you to go ahead and bring the feet to the center of the mat here, and go ahead and lift that right foot, kind of like you're standing on the ceiling here. We're just going to reach back, either behind the hamstring here or the calf. A few little ankle rolls here to start warming up that lower half of the body. And switch that rotation on the rule. Very nice. We're going to go ahead. I want you to bend that knee 90 degrees here. Hover that left heel up off the earth, engaging that Mula Bandha, that Uddiyana Bandha, so you've got the pelvic floor squeezing in. You've got those abdominal muscles squeezing in. Very nice. And go ahead and lower that right heel, keeping that leg bent 90 degrees, and rise 90. Very nice. Exhale. Inhale. One more. Exhale. Inhale. Go ahead and release that left foot. Extend that right heel back up. We're going to circle out that foot here. Little circles to the right. Just circling that hip. Circling that ball and socket here that meets into that pelvis. And on that exhale, switching that rotation to the left. Very nice. Bend that knee into the chest here, grabbing back behind the hamstring. Very nice. Maybe point the toes this time instead of keeping them flexed. Bring them back to that dorsiflexion, flexing the foot. And we're going to go ahead, go into a little spinal twist here to warm up the spine. Drawing that right hand out to the side, go ahead and bring that right knee over to the left. Now, if you have a block, you can always bring that block up to that knee to keep it lifted higher so you don't go as deep into that twist here. Just a little warm up. Very nice. If it feels good to you here, you can reach to that outside of the right foot here with that left hand and extend the leg. Slight bend in the knees here, just extending that leg out, feeling that stretch down the hip, opening up in the back of the hamstring. Inhale back to center, bending that knee in. Hug that knee in. And bring that left knee in to meet the right, and hug. Very nice. Extend that right heel now out to the mat. Hug that left knee in, keeping the pelvis here and the glutes glued to the earth. These are still very good postures here to come into that Durga breath or 3-part breath here. Extend that foot up to the ceiling. Bringing your hands back behind the hamstring or calves. Let's go ahead and roll out the ankle a few times to the left. And switch it right. We're going to just bend that knee and extend it up. So let's go ahead and bend and extend. Now I want you to go ahead, flex that right heel as well, lift that heel up off the earth, draw our hands at our sides, bend that left knee in, and we're just going to draw the heel to the mat, keeping that knee bent, coming back up to 90. Again, that Mula Bandha, the Uddiyana Bandha, pulled in, you're drawing that fire to that midsection, or that Agni. Very nice. Exhale, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, draw it on up. Release that right heel. Go ahead, take that right hand to the outside of the left knee, coming into that little spinal twist here, drawing that left knee towards the right side. Left arm out into a T here. Gaze can look over that left finger. If you'd like to here, you can extend that left leg, bringing that right hand to the outside of that left foot. Go ahead, bend that knee, bring it back into center, hug it into the chest. Very nice. Draw that right knee in. Let's hug both knees to the chest here. Squeezing them in. Rocking on that spine here. Awakening the nervous system with our gentle rocking on the spine. Go ahead and bring your hands back behind the hamstrings here. And we're just going to rock. Coming up onto the sit bones. Releasing back down. Rolling on the vertebrae one at a time. Not slamming down. Nice and gentle. Very nice. Shoulders are relaxed. One more. Very nice. Keeping that, holding it out. And release. Coming into a nice seated position here. If lotus is in your practice today, you can go ahead and bring your feet into lotus position. I'm going to go ahead and start our music here.
Battery, 30%. Connected to Galaxy S20 Ultra 5G.
Very nice. So coming into either your version of a lotus, half lotus, or just a comfortable seated position here. We're going to inhale those arms up and overhead. We're just going to exhale, opening up through that heart space, drawing into cactus arms. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise. Exhale. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and release our hands back behind us, interlacing those fingertips. Pressing the chest out. Exhale, drawing that heart space forward, drawing that ajna forward, which is that crown of the head here. So we're working on that 7th chakra today. Inhale on up. Draw those hands up. Exhale, release. Draw that left ear to left shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, release. Inhale, center. Again, making sure that crown of the head here, that 7th chakra here, it's going to bring you bliss. It helps release that limitation in your mind. Make sure it's floating over that tailbone here. A nice long spine. Ear to shoulder. Again, left ear, left shoulder. Right ear, right shoulder. Inhale, crown of the head aligns with the spine again in that center position. Exhale, dropping that chin to chest. Shoulders relaxed away from the ears. Inhale back to center. And this time on that exhale, open up that throat space by drawing the crown of the head back. Nice and gentle. Exhale, release, drawing the crown of the head back to center. I want you to go ahead, inhale, draw those shoulders up. Exhale, back and down away from the ears. Inhale, drawing them up. Exhale. So you're creating tension and then you're releasing that tension. And exhale. Very nice. One more. And exhale. Uncrossing the legs here. Working that core, pulling in that Mula Bandha as well, those pelvic floor muscles. Inhale. Exhale, pull the belly button in. We're reaching towards our toes. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise. Very nice. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise. Go ahead, bring those hands at our sides and then walk them back to where the fingertips point towards the tailbone. Draw the heels in under the knees here. We're going to do a reverse tabletop. Inhale, draw the shoulder blades away. And exhale, lifting the kneecaps forward, dropping that chin down. Nice and back, opening up through that throat. Breathing through. Exhale, release the sit bones back down. This time we're going to release them down at our sides. Very nice. Crossing the hands, crossing the feet. Hands walk out in front. You're in that tabletop position here. Go ahead and tuck the toes. Gently shift back into a down dog with deep bent knees here. Very nice. Again, the crown of the head and that third eye center as well. It points up towards the thumbs here. You have a nice alignment with the spines or the spine. Maybe your tailbone starts to sink a little higher. Maybe the soles of the feet can sink closer to the earth. Maybe you can pedal it out here. Now I want you to go ahead, bring those feet a little bit wider in this down dog position. I want you to inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Reach back. Left hand reaches back towards that right ankle or right shin. Inhale, plank. Exhale, the right hand reaches back. Inhale, plank. Don't let the hips sink. Exhale, reach. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Very nice. Inhale. We're going to go ahead, drop our knees here. We're going to go ahead, bring them back to that shoulder width. So knees are underneath of our hips here. We're going to warm up that upper body. Chaturanga push-ups here. Our modification, our knees are going to be down before we start to really warm up. Exhale, draw those elbows in. Inhale, rise. Very nice. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Very nice. Head does not drop. Do not drop that crown. Very nice. Sink it back in child's pose here. Reach those fingertips nice and long, pressing through the palms here. Shoulder blades, you pull back. If you have a block or you'd like to use a block or a towel, you can bring that forehead up through the block. And I like to massage that third eye center here. Just helping to block out that negative energy. It helps to release stress in the body. It just quiets and calms the mind a little bit if you're having trouble focusing today. Inhale back on up to all fours. Come into that plank position, drawing the knees up off the mat here. Sink it, chaturanga. Baby cobra. Exhale all the way down to a down dog. Now you can always modify your knees if you need to. Very nice. Inhale, rise with that right foot. Exhale, draw that knee in. Plant that foot down. We're gonna inhale, warrior one. Very nice. We're gonna exhale here, hinge 45 degrees, sweep those hands back. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, swoop. Very nice. Again, a nice alignment with the spine all the way down to the tailbone, all the way up to the crown of the head. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Find your strength. Maybe lower those shoulders, relax them down. Imagine me coming around, tugging on the fingers here, really extending your arms out. I want you to exhale, coming into that extended side angle. If your gaze is not already up there, go ahead and look up towards that left hand. Exhale, scooping it down, coming into that dragon's position here. Go ahead and release that back foot. Turn the right big toe slightly in. There we go, coming into dragon. Very nice. Releasing, pressing through the palms. If you'd like to sink it lower, you always have that option. You can always grab a block if you'd like as well. Keep that tricep here, glued into that thigh. Inhale back up. We're gonna go ahead. Bring that toe to center, frame the foot with the hands. Now we're gonna come into a balancing pose here. Balancing poses are great for that seventh chakra here that we're trying to awaken today. We're gonna tuck that back toe in, lifting the knee up, find your balance. So it's like you're in a high runner's lunge here. Find your balance on that exhale. Bring that left heel up, coming into that standing split. Now again, if you need those blocks, or if you have those blocks, you can bring those hands up to them. To keep yourself lifted if that helps with your balance here. You can always draw that right hand and ankle to pull yourself deeper in that standing split as well. One more breath. Exhale, draw that left foot back, right foot back to meet it. Your Vinyasa here. Take a breath. On your next exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, circle sweep those arms up and overhead. Exhale to heart center. Take a breath in. And exhale. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release, step or hop. Your Vinyasa. Fold down dog. Maybe sink those heels closer to the mat here, feeling that connection. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, drawing that knee to chest. Planting that foot here. Dropping that back heel. Inhale, warrior one. nice. Inhale. Exhale, let's go ahead and sweep those arms at our sides, hinging at our hips 45 degrees. Pulling that core and pelvis in. Inhale, rise. Exhale, swoop. Inhale. 3 more at your own breath. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, open up warrior 2. Very nice. Shift back in that hip about 1 inch or 2. Very nice. Find your serenity here. On your next exhale, we're coming into that extended side angle. Very nice. Your variation here of this pose. Wherever you are, inhale that right arm back up. Exhale, scoop it under, coming into dragon's pose on the other side, spinning on that back heel. Very nice. Release the right knee and the right foot. Dragons, keeping that tricep here connected to the thigh. If you'd like to go deeper, and if you have a block, you can come to that forearm. You don't need the block to come deeper, but it is nice to have one if you have one. Again, we are going to come back up onto the palms of the hands. Go ahead and bring that foot to center. Frame it with the hands. Tuck that back toe. We're going to come up into that runner's lunge. And remember, we're coming back into that standing split here on the other side. Find your drishti, find your balance. When you're ready, lifting that right heel. Again, you can have those blocks here to keep yourself lifted. Or try to sink yourself closer down. Maybe you draw that left heel to ankle, pulling yourself deeper into the stretch. Exhale, release that right foot back to the mat here. Step it back into plank, your vinyasa. Inhale, take a breath. On your next exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, press through the heels, coming up to a standing position. Exhale, palms together at heart center. Take a breath, inhale. Exhale. Maybe you sigh it out of your breath here. And exhale. Inhale, scooping up, coming into that chair position. Exhale. Find the balance. We're coming into another balance pose here. Take that right heel. If you can either lift it here, lift it, or come into a standing pigeon pose. Drawing that ankle here up on the thigh. Drawing our hands to heart center. Very nice. Breathing through this. Distributing that weight here. Heavy on the heels, light on the toes. Very nice. One more breath. Exhale. Go ahead and release that. Releasing the foot, coming into that forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Maybe grabbing the ankles, pulling yourself a little bit deeper into the fold. Inhale, pressing through the heels, coming all the way up to a standing position. Exhale, palms together at heart center. Inhale, take a breath. Exhale, release. One more, inhale. And exhale. Very nice. Inhale, we're gonna scoop the earth again here, sitting back in that chair pose. Exhale, release. Now again, coming into that standing pigeon, drawing your hands to heart center. You can always just lift that left heel, or if you have that balance, finding your drishti, bringing that left ankle up onto the thigh. Very nice. When you're ready, exhale those hands down to the earth, releasing the foot. Inhale, flat back, gaze looks out. Exhale, release. Again, little forward fold. And then with a flat back, we're gonna inhale up to a standing. Inhale, arms up, slight back bend here. Exhale, releasing forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, stepping more hop to the back of the mat, your Vinyasa. Exhale, release. Very nice. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, draw that knee to nose. Go ahead and plant the foot. Straighten that front leg. And we're going to inhale up, arms to a T. So slide bend in that front leg. Arms out to a T. Exhale, look back as we hinge forward. We're coming into Trikonasana. Finding or bringing your hand to a block. Wherever you are, release that right hand down, left hand up. Exhale, go ahead and bring the hands down. Step the back heel in an inch or two. Inhale, revolving the Trikonasana here. Hips are still square to the mat. Press that right heel back, or the right hip back, left hip forward. Right arm up over the armpit here. Or you can draw the hand to the hip, bringing that elbow here. You're just revolving right in that chest center. Exhale, go ahead and release that hand back down. Now, you're gonna do another little balance here. I know it's all about balance today for that 7th chakra. So you can have those blocks if you have them, if you need them. We're gonna come into a revolved half moon first. Bringing those hands to frame that foot. I want you to find your drishti, find that balance point. Lift the back heel. When you have your balance, revolving with that right arm up. Keeping the hips square, pressing that left hip down, right heel back. Very nice. When you're ready, exhale that right hand down. Square those hips. And then we're going to stack the hips, opening up on that half moon to the left side. Breathe. Very nice. Slight bend in that standing leg, not locking out the knee joint here. Beautiful. You're doing a fantastic job. Exhale, go ahead and release the hands back down to the earth. Square those hips out. Step it back into a plank position. Very nice. We're coming into a side plank on that left side. You can stack the hips, scissor, or stack the heels, scissor the feet here, or drop that back knee, or that bottom knee. Really reach the hand up overhead. Now if you'd like to open up that body a little bit more, opening up through the pelvis, you can always lower that knee like I have. Reach back for a bind. You're having to balance, and you're binding and opening up through the thigh, through the hips, through the chest. Exhale, release wherever you are. Draw it back to a plank position. Your vinyasa are coming into a down dog here or a child's pose to rest. Very nice. Inhale, that left leg lifts. Exhale, drawing that knee into the chest. Planting the foot. Go ahead, drop the back heel 45 degrees. Straighten that front knee. Just a slight bend. We're going to inhale, drawing the hands up to a T. Very nice. Open up through the chest. Now, we are going to go ahead, hinge forward, looking back towards that back hand, coming into Trikonasana here. Again, block if you need to. Let's keep that crown of the head pointing over the big toe. Very nice. If you're in a bind here, go ahead and bring that right arm back up over the armpit. We're going to exhale, scooping those hands to frame the front foot here. Step that back heel in an inch or two. Very nice. Now we're going to come into a revolved Trikonasana here. Right hand to the inside of that left foot. Square those hips to the earth. Inhale, and on that exhale, lifting that left hand here, right over the armpit, or you can always option here, bring that hand to elbow. Go ahead and release that hand back down. Now again, we're going to come into that balancing posture here. And what we're going to do, if you need that block, you can grab it. We're going to come into the Ardha Chandrasana, but we're going to revolve it first, coming into that revolved half moon. Find your drishti on that exhale. We're going to lift that right heel up, square the hips. Very nice. And then when you're ready, that left arm lifts right over the armpit joint here, shoulder joint, or hand to hip, drawing the shoulder blade back. When you're ready, exhale, drawing that left hand to a block here, or to the earth. Open out to that right side, stacking the hips. Very good. Opening up through that right side. Exhale, drawing the hands back down to the earth. Step it back into plank. Then coming over for that right side plank here. Again, stacking the feet, scissoring the feet out, or lowering that bottom leg. I'm going to release my bottom leg here to come into a bind. If you'd like to join me, you can go ahead and do so. Again, that top of the foot pressing on the palm of the hand here. Exhale, release. Draw it back to a plank position here. Your vinyasa. Inhale, stepping your hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. And this time I want you to sink the tailbone down to the earth as well. Very nice. We're going to come over, drawing the knees to the right side of the mat. Coming into a balancing pose here. We're going to do a little side crow. So this might be enough for you, and that is fine. You just have the knees pointing out to the right. We're going to have the knee or the side of the thigh pressing on that tricep. Holding that core in, or that Uddiyana Bandha that I'm always talking about, in the Mula Bandha, that pelvic floor muscle. You're going to engage those. Crown of the head, third eye drishti is slightly out in front. Inhale and exhale. You're going to start to shift your weight here. Now, again, this is quite challenging, but if that is an option you'd like to do, you can. Hands are under the shoulders. You might begin to lift one toe and then the other, and that might be enough, or you don't even have to try that. Exhale. When you're ready, you're going to come back into that forward fold. Pressing through the heels, coming up to a standing position. Very nice. Exhale, bringing those hands down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward fold, swan dive down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Again, sinking the tailbone down. Not like a yogi squat though. We're going to shift our knees over to the side. Torso faces me here. Again, thigh to tricep. We're going to exhale. Start to shift that weight. This might be enough. Or start to lift one toe and then the other. And release. If anybody was looking at the camera, I just did that with our cat joining us. We're going to exhale, come back to the forward fold. Press through the heels. Inhale up to a standing. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise. Slight little back bend here. Exhale, forward fold. Very nice. Go ahead, bring those heels wide. Sink the tailbone down. Coming into a little yogi squat here. Stretch out the hips. Pressing with the elbows, pressing those thighs open. Drawing those shoulders away. We're going to exhale, draw those hands back behind us. Releasing out of that yogi squat, coming to the glutes here. Go ahead and draw the left foot out to the left corner of the mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, folding over that left thigh. Inhale, rise. I have a cat in my way, but exhale, draw that left foot to center. Roll that right foot out. I just want to pull it closer to your chest here. Point and flexing a foot. Very nice. Go ahead and draw that heel to the outside of the left thigh. Bring that right arm back behind. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, slight little twist here. Very nice. Exhale, counterbalancing that twist. Coming over to the left side here. Inhale, back to center. Draw the right heel now out to the right corner of the top of the mat. Left heel into the thigh. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Exhale, come on up. Draw that right heel into the center of the mat. Left leg extends. Go ahead and hug that into your chest a little bit more, coming deeper into the stretch. Breathing breath into the back side of the body. Go ahead and point and flex the foot here. And then release that foot to the outside of the right thigh. Left hand comes back behind. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, slight little twist. Gaze looks over the back shoulder. On your next inhale, bringing those arms up and over, stretching to the right side here, countering that stretch. Inhale up. Drawing your heels out completely here. We're going to go into a little staff pose, bringing the heels to, or the hands to the side of the hips. 90-degree angle, nice and tall through that spine. Inhale. Exhale, lift the heels. Draw the toes forward. Exhale, release, point the toes, and then slide your hands down the tops of your thighs, reaching for the toes or the ankles here, whichever's in your grasp. Relaxing into this posture. And inhale, rising back up. Very nice. Go ahead, draw the sit bones here closer to your heels. We're going to go ahead, lift our heels in. We're going to hug it in. And we're going to extend out. Exhale, hug. Inhale, extend out with a flat back. Exhale, squeeze it in. You can round with the exhale. Inhale, out. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale, lower. 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Go ahead, bring those feet up the wall here. Maybe take your little peace fingers here, your middle pointer. Go ahead and grab around the big toes. Trying to draw those toes towards the crown of your head. Maybe lifting the sit bones up just a little bit, if you can. We're gonna exhale, squeeze the knees in. Big inhale. Exhale, releasing into that Shavasana now, drawing the feet out to the outer edges of the mat. Now I want you to come back into that Durga breath as you slowly start to relax into your final resting pose here. So start to soften the jawline. Maybe you begin to soften the eyes here, or closing them completely. Coming back into the Durga breath, or that 1, 2, or 3 part breath, whatever caused you to stay calm and at peace and at ease during your practice, calming your mind. So expanding the belly, expanding the ribs, rising with the chest. And on the exhale, lowering the chest, drawing the ribs in, and drawing that belly up and in. Or again, you can choose to do the 2-part breath here with just the ribs and belly. As we come into the new year, I'd like to give you a little winter solstice blessing here to focus on during your Shavasana and to take with you throughout the new year and throughout this changing season. May you find peace in the promise of the solstice night. That each day forward is blessed with more light. That the cycle of nature, unbroken and true, brings faith to your soul and well-being to you. Rejoice in the darkness. In the silence find rest. And may the days that follow be abundantly blessed. As you begin to come out of Shavasana, I just want you to imagine a violet light here encompassing your body and giving you a warming hug through this colder season. The violet, or that purple light, resonates with the seventh chakra here that we've been focusing on today, or that ajna in the crown, bringing you bliss, bringing you inner peace. So as you have that violet hug, start to begin to wiggle your fingers and toes here, bringing movement back into the body. It may be your choice here to slowly start to open the eyes, or keeping them rested shut as you begin to roll over to your right side, resting your head on your bicep, and bringing the left palm of the hand to the earth. Begin to take a few breaths here in this position. On your next exhale, press yourself up to a seated position here. And I always like to close out and seal out our practice by bringing our hands to our heart center, our thumbs touching our sternum here. The light in me honors and respects the light within you. May you stay grounded and be at peace until our next practice. Namaste. Thank you for joining me.